Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Remy. I wanted to talk about all the new releases for the second half of 2022 that I'm excited about. I went through a specific website, so it's not every book that's coming out ever, you know? So I just went through this website called The Nerd Daily that had the ones that were coming out for the end of this year. So I wanted to talk about the ones that I'm specifically excited about, and then I will read off what the little blurb it has on the website, which is the reason why I chose it, obviously, because I read it and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, it sounds interesting. They don't have the synopsis or anything. I don't really like to read the synopsis before the books. I usually like to go in, you know, not really knowing anything about the book, so I can be excited by all of these, like all the different things, because sometimes it'll tell you like certain things in the synopsis that I would rather have found out while I was reading. I have all of these, so I'm going to put the cover on the screen, so I'm actually going to scoot over. I'm going to put the cover right here. I'm going to do it by month. So we're going through all the July ones right now, which some of them will probably already be out by the time this video goes up, because this will go up July 20th. So first, Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chen. I really love this cover, but I'm also obsessed with purple. But the Nerd Daily little blurb says, a darkly enchanting fantasy debut about a morally gray witch, a cursed prince, and a prophecy that ignites their fate-twisted destinies, perfect for fans of The Cruel Prince and Serpent and Dove. When I saw Serpent and Dove, I immediately was like, I'm gonna read this, because I am about to start the Serpent and Dove trilogy, and I'm super excited about it. The next one is Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. I love this cover too. The pink with the red, it's just so good. Just Like Home is a darkly gothic thriller from nationally best-selling author Sarah Gailey. Perfect for fans of Netflix The Haunting of Hill House, as well as HBO's true crime masterpiece I'll Be Gone in the Dark. I have not seen I'll Be Gone in the Dark, but I've seen The Haunting of Hill House. Me and my boyfriend watched it. My boyfriend really liked it. And there was a spider on my camera. Interesting. Anyways, my boyfriend really likes The Haunting of Hill House. He watched it and then he wanted me to watch it, so I watched it after him. I liked the show. It's just the episodes are really long, so I didn't watch it all the way to the end, but I think I'll really like this book. So the next one is A Strange and Stubborn Endurance by Foz Meadows. I love this cover too. My big part of picking books is the cover. If I don't like the cover, there's a chance I won't pick the book up. I love the cover. If the cover doesn't look good, there might be some chances that I probably won't read it. But look at it. Look at it. A Strange and Stubborn Endurance is an exploration of gender identity and self-worth. It is a book that will live in your heart long after you turn the last page. I love the cover. And I love that it is about the exploration of like yourself, like the gender identity, self-worth, like self-exploration kind of. I really like that. The next book is The It Girl by Ruth Ware. I don't really like this cover, if I'm going to be honest, but the plot saved it. So this is what the website says. The #1 New York Times bestselling author of Claustrophobic Spine Tingler one by one returns with an unput-downable mystery following a woman on the search for answers and a decade after her friend's murder. I'm a big mystery bitch, so when I saw Friend's Murder, I was like, what now? Friend's Murder? Okay. The plot saved it. The next one is The Book of Gothel by Mary McMine. So I actually saw this on a YouTube video first before I saw it on this website, but I'm going to read what the website says. Everyone knows the story of Rapunzel in the tower, but do you know the story of the witch who put her there? Told from her own perspective, the Book of Gothel is a lush historical retelling filled with dark magic, crumbling towers, mysterious woods, and evil princes. This is the truth they never wanted you to know, as only a witch might tell it. So obviously it is the story of Rapunzel in Mother Gothel's point of view. I like the cover. I'm not like obsessed with the cover. Like, it's just what I would kind of expect out of the cover. So it's not bad, but it's like not the best thing in the world. I'm really picky about my covers, okay? The next book is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. So this book, listen. Romance books are my guilty pleasure. I like to tell people that I don't like reading romance, but that is the main genre that I read. So sorry, not sorry. I just feel like when I tell people that I read romance books, it's so like basic. Like everyone reads romance books. Like if you talk to a girl that reads books, she's most likely reading a romance book. So, you know, I didn't want to be like basic or whatever. The Bodyguard is exactly what it sounds like. It's this girl, she has a bodyguard, and they fall in love. It's apparently a rom-com, which really made me give in because I am the biggest bitch for rom-coms. I love rom-coms, okay? Rom-com movies, rom-com books, give them to me. Give them all. I want them all. Please. Now we're getting into the August ones. That was the end of the July. So we're getting into the August ones. This next one was not on this website. I saw it on a YouTube video. Look at this cover, okay? It's called Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. Look at this cover. Look at it. It is so good. I love it. I just love it so much. But this book, I don't remember exactly what it's about, but I think it's about this girl and she thinks her neighbor's a serial killer. So she tries to like investigate or something. I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. It was interesting. I was going to read it just because of the cover anyways. And the fact that it's about serial killers. I freaking love serial killers. They're so interesting. So the next one is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This cover is amazing. I also love the belladonna plant. It is a poisonous plant if you don't know what it is. It is a beautiful, look at this cover, it's amazing. So belladonna is a highly romantic, gothic infused world of wealth, desire, and betrayal. I think that this book is about a bunch of rich people because I also saw it in a YouTube video that I was watching. And I'm pretty sure she said that it's about a rich family. So that's interesting and I'm excited. Again, I really just wrote it down because look at this cover. Look at it. Look at it. Anyways, the next one is These Fleeting Shadows by Kate Alice Marshall. This cover I really like as well. But the main reason why is because of this little blurb. The Haunting of Hill House meets Knives Out in a bid for an inheritance that will leave Helen Vaughn either rich or dead. So basically, they're saying that this book is like The Haunting of Hill House and Knives Out put together. And if you haven't seen Knives Out, freaking watch it. Chris Evans is amazing in it. He can do no wrong, swear to God. So basically, she is in a battle for the inheritance, I guess. But I want to read it. I'm like, the cover, the ambiance, you know, bro, it is one of the perfect books to come out near fall. The next one is Sophie Go's Lonely Hearts Club. I guess her last name is Go. Sophie Go's Lonely Hearts Club by Roselle Lim. So I like the cover of this. It's cute. I mainly want to read it because of the plot. So this is what it says. It says, a new heartfelt novel about the power of loneliness and the strength of love that overcomes it, by critically acclaimed author Roselle Lynn. So basically, Sophie, I guess, goes through this like loneliness period, like how it just talks about, I guess, how powerful loneliness is, and that's really why I wanted to read it, because I feel like a lot of our mental health girlies out there have felt very alone before and very lonely, and you will understand this feeling. And I feel like showing what like showing love to someone and kindness to someone can change how they feel. So I feel like this will be a great book to read on how she overcomes her loneliness and the strength of love and blah blah blah. You know, I'm excited for it. I think it would be cute. The Art of Prophecy. Oh my god, The Art of Prophecy by Wesley Chu. Look at this cover. I love it. Look at it. Look at it. Look how cute it is. Look at it. It's amazing. Look at it. This cover can do no wrong. Okay, listen. Look at this. Okay. Okay, so this is what the website says. A superb fantasy saga of martial arts and magic about what happens when a prophesized hero is not the chosen one after all, but has to work with a band of unlikely allies to save the kingdom anyway. A book about a prophecy not coming true? When do we get that? We always get a book where, like, the chosen one, you're in the, like, point of view of the chosen one, and that they have to, like, fulfill this prophecy and, like, go through this journey. But this is, like, the complete opposite. Like, the dude who's supposed to be the, like, following the prophecy isn't exactly the chosen one. So, I think, plus martial arts and magic? How could you not want to read that? How could you not? How could you not? I'm so excited for it. The next one is You're Invited by Amanda Jayatiza. I'm saying her last name wrong, and I am so sorry. This one is also a mystery. So it says, what could be worse than your ex-boyfriend marrying your childhood best friend? Getting accused of her murder? From the author of My Sweet Girl comes a dangerously addictive new thriller about a lavish Sri Lankan wedding celebration that not everyone will survive. So basically, this girl gets invited to a wedding, and her ex-boyfriend and her best friend are getting married. So she gets invited to their wedding, and I guess it's saying that her best friend dies and that she gets accused for murdering her. Duh, who would not want to read that? This cover's kind of bland. I feel like it looks good because it's supposed to be like a wedding invitation, but it's very bland in my taste, for my taste. The next one and the last one for the August one is The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. So I like this cover too. It's not like out there like crazy, but it's a pretty good cover. I like the colors. The main reason why I chose this book is because it's by the same author that wrote In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I have been wanting to read that book for so long. But this book is about a woman determined to destroy a powerful cult and avenge the deaths of the women taken in by it, no matter the cost. So I'm assuming she's a housewife because it's called The Last Housewife. And she's destroying a cult, and I think that's dope. We are now getting into the September reads. They're not, the September ones on this website that are coming out were not it for me. I only have 3 for this month. The first one is Ithaca by Claire North. I really like this cover. I'm not like super excited about this book, but I think it would be a really interesting read because it's about Greek mythology. This is the story of Penelope of Ithaca, famed wife of Odysseus. I have not read Odysseus, a book about Odysseus, in a really long time, so I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But Penelope of Ithaca, famed wife of Odysseus, as it has never been told before. So basically it's a retelling. Beyond Ithaca's shores, the whims of gods dictate the wars of men, but on the isle it is the choices of the abandoned women and their goddesses that will change the course of the world. So yeah, you know, to me, not like the most exciting thing in the world. I think it's just a retelling of some Greek mythology story that I've probably already read, but it will be interesting to read. I'm just not insanely excited over it. The next one is Princess of the Souls. I'm not super excited about this one either, but apparently it's another Rapunzel-inspired YA fantasy, a fantasy romance book. It's about a teen witch groomed to steal souls for an immortal king and the reckless, rebellious boy to whom her fate is tied. So I guess she's like being told that she has to steal these souls for this king so he can stay alive. And then the boy comes in and tells her, hey, like, he's tricking you, like, this is something bad, like, you shouldn't be stealing souls for this king, like, he's just doing it to stay, like, alive. I'm assuming that's what's happening. That's not, anywhere does it say that that's what it is, but I'm gonna assume that's what it is. So the last one is Direwood by Catherine Yu. Look at this cover. Look at it. Look at it closely. Look, get close to your computer, look, or phone. Look, or TV. I don't know who would be watching me on a TV, but look. In this velvet-clad 1990s gothic horror, Aja encounters a charming vampire who wants to lure her into the woods, just like her missing sister. It's a horror book. It's gothic. It's set in the 90s. What more? There's vampires. What more do you want? What more do you want? We're going into the October ones now. God, I have so many books to talk about next. Okay, so this next one I saw in a book video. It's If You Could See the Sun by Anne Liang. I love this cover. And it is a academic enemies to lovers. The main characters are Asian and I'm excited to read it. So the next one is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Listen, I was a Colleen Hoover hater. And then I read Ugly Love. Because I read November 9th first. No, it was not the book I should have started with. But Ugly Love brought Colleen Hoover back to my good spot, okay? Ugly Love was a fucking amazing, okay? So I am excited to read It Starts With Us. The next one is Sign Here by Claudia Lux. It is about a demon who is trying to get a promotion because he works in hell, obviously. And so he is trying to convince this wealthy dude in the Harrison family to sell his soul. So, okay, so I don't know if I got the lighting exactly the way it was before, but my ring light turned off, so the lighting is probably different. I'm sorry. So if he gets him to sell his soul, then he will get this promotion. So I'm excited. I love reading books about demons. So the next book is Jackal by Aaron E. Adams, and I'm very excited for this one. I love this cover. It says, a young black girl goes missing in the woods outside her white Rust Belt town, but she's not the first and she may not be the last. So I'm very excited to read that book. The cover is just so good. The cover is just so good. The space makes me think it's aliens, but I'm probably so wrong. But there's just like random stars and like space and like her face, so it gives me alien vibes. But I don't think this book is about aliens. But it could be. It could be, but I don't think it is. We're doing the last book of October, which is called Lavender House by Lev A.C. Rosen. A delicious story from a new voice in suspense. Lev A.C. Rosen's Lavender House is Knives Out with a queer historical twist. So basically this is saying it's like basically like Knives Out, but we got some gay people in there. We got some gay people in there. And it says history, so there's some history in there. Also, this cover. The cover is just... I'm obsessed with purple, but this cover is just... It's amazing. Now we're going into November, and this next book I'm really excited about. The Ones We Burn by Rebecca Mix. I love this cover. Also, I watched a book video that talked about this book, and apparently a lot of people are saying that it's like a Zuko story, which makes me really excited because Zuko is one of my favorite freaking characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm gonna read you what the website says though. Love and duty collide in this richly imagined, atmospheric, young adult debut about a witch whose dark powers put her at the center of brewing war between the only family she's ever known and the enemy who makes her question everything. I guess it's like Zuko's story, but girl point of view, which there's a war and she's having conflict with her family and this enemy that makes her question everything. So this enemy might make her question her parents. I'm excited about it. Look at this. Look at it. The next one is She's Gone by David Bell. When 17-year-old Hunter Gifford wakes in the hospital on the night of homecoming, he's shocked to learn that he and his girlfriend, Chloe Summers, have been in a terrible car accident. Hunter has no memory of the crash, and his shock turns to horror when he is told Chloe's blood has been found in the car, but she has disappeared. So, like, there was blood all in the car, like her blood, but there's not a body. So, she may have run away, or gotten taken, or something. I think it would be very interesting. The next one is The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. I really, really, really like this cover. I love the neon. It is very pretty. But this plot reminds me of a movie. I'm pretty sure it's a movie. You guys tell me in the comments if there's anyone watching this, because this is my second video, so there might not be a lot of people watching it. But if you do watch it, put it in the comments if you've heard this plot before, okay? A rich, eccentric family, a timed-honored tradition, or a lethal game of survival. One woman is about to find out if she has what it takes to join her husband's family in this riveting, must-read thriller from the author of Something in the Water, Mr. Nobody, and The Disappearing Act. So tell me that hasn't... I'm pretty sure it was a movie that came out. I didn't watch the movie, but I remember hearing about it, that this woman has to survive these family games in order to be welcomed into the family and to get their blessing to marry their son. I'm pretty sure that is a movie. I'm pretty positive. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I've seen that plot before. But I didn't watch the movie, so I will have no problem reading that book. Okay, so my camera got too hot and shut down for a minute, so I let it cool down, and now I'm going to finish the December ones. So the first book from the December book releases is A Dash of Salt and Pepper by Kazavo Jackson. I am sorry if I'm saying that first name wrong. It is basically another rom-com romance, but with cooking. And don't judge me. I love cooking. And I love rom-coms, so you know that I want to read this freaking book. And look at the cover. It has purple on it. How could... Rom-coms, cooking, and purple. All of the three things I love. And they're all in this book, and I'm gonna read it. You know, don't judge my rom-com favoritism, okay? The next book is Acting the Part by Z.R. Eller. This book cover is also purple. It is cute. This is what the website says. This delightfully tropey teen romance, perfect for fans of Ashley Poston and Lila Lee Follows. Don't know who that is. Ashley Poston and Lila Lee, I don't know who they are. But it follows a queer teen actor navigating their gender identity while pretending to date their co-star. So it is a fake dating trope with gender identity crisis. So I think it's going to be cute. Again, there's purple in the cover, so I was going to read it anyways, whether I like the trope or not. The next book is All the Dark Places by Terry Parlato. This is another thriller mystery book. It says, a savage murder rocks a quiet Massachusetts suburb, revealing the dark secrets of the center of a group of friends and setting two women, one with a traumatic past and the other a Boston police detective, on a hunt for Truth in This Stylish Debut Thriller for fans of Megan Miranda and Shari Lapina. Don't know who those people are. But basically, it is revealing revealing dark secrets in the center of a group of friends, which reminds me of Pretty Little Liars. Love Pretty Little Liars. Didn't read the books, don't judge me. I watched the show, alright? For all the people that like the books better than the show, I'm sorry. I watched the show first, so I'm not going to be able to read the books. That's just how I am. And there's too many books, so I'm not going to read them all. But I did like the show. However, I'm going to read this book. The cover is cool. It's a cool cover. It's not my favorite cover, but it's a cool cover. I like that the A is upside down and dark. But it is a very cool cover. So, I'm going to read it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got some book recommendations out of it, because, you know, these are new releases, so you can pre-order them probably. I don't know, you could probably pre-order them, or just figure out when they're going to come out and buy them then. I am really excited about a lot of these books, and it makes me very hopeful for the rest of this year, because I'm trying to read a lot of books this year, and I am very excited about all these new books. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe if you want to join the book club. Remy's book club, you know you want to join. If you are obsessed with books and have nobody to talk to about them, or you just want an extra person to talk to about them, I am your person. Put all of your little thoughts about any book that I've mentioned, or any book really, in the comments, and I will give you my 2 cents back, because I love talking about books, especially ones that I love. Have a great rest of your week, and deuces. Bye.